I don't know. And when I think of Volk, that fight, was very close. He lost the first time. That was at the full camp at its best.
Yep.
I mean.
Yep. Yeah,
I think part of it was he said he needed something to do too. Wasn't he like that idle time was killing him?
Yeah, it was killing him.
Mentally.
But he's got a fight with Ilia Topuria, who is a fucking killer.
Oh my God, that guy punches so hard.
Oh, he does everything so good. Ilia Topuria is, that guy he is fucking special. He's a real challenge.
When he fought Mitchell, because I thought Bryce Mitchell, I mean, he's good.
Bryce Mitchell's very good.
And he beat the shit out of him.
He beat the shit out of him. But also Bryce Mitchell apparently was recovering from a flu.
He
had
sick.
Flu.
That's right.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't making excuses. So, I mean.
He wasn't making excuses, but here's an excuse.
Maybe, I mean, I get it.
I'm sure he's telling the truth.
That was a freaking.
It's a normal thing to happen in camp.
That impressed me how good.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Topuria.
Yeah.
Well, then the Josh Emmett fight was really impressive. He beat the fuck out of Josh Emmett, and Josh Emmett is a hammer. He's a scary dude. And I think Topuria is special.
So Volk's fighting him next.
Yes. And he's fighting him after getting knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, all fair play to Islam because Makhachev looked fucking fantastic. He made all the adjustments between the first fight and the second fight. One of the first things he did was like heavy kicks to the body from the left side, which set up that high kick. Threw a lot of front kicks down the middle. I mean, he was hammering Volk from the outside.
Yeah.
Volk did a lot of things in the first fight that he just could not do in the second fight because Makhachev had improved so much. And I think the embarrassment of having a very close fight with a guy that you're supposed to steamroll, and a guy who's the 145-pound champ, you're the 155-pound champ, you're talking about going to 170, and you have this incredibly close fight with this guy, and you're not able to submit him, and he's laughing at you and talking shit, and at the end of the fight, he's beating you up.
Yeah.
He's on top beating you up. I think that was a very, very strong motivating factor, and Makhachev just trained like a fucking monster for the second fight, which was supposed to be not – who was it supposed to be? Oliveira.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Oliveira. Oliveira gets injured. But the point is, like,
he was at his very best.
He's at his very best.
Very
he's
best.
Always getting better.
Yeah.
He's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world now. And I'm telling you, that argument could have been, before that fight, it could have been Volkanovski. You could have said Volkanovski's the best. Even though he lost that fight, he's going up in weight, extremely close. I kind of thought he won the fight. I gave him the nod, but very close. It's not a robbery, but very close. But now you got to say, well, Makhachev just was bad. He's better. He's better than he was the first fight. And we don't really get a chance to see if Volkanovski was better.
Right.
Because Volkanovski didn't have a camp.
No.
You have to have a camp. The difference between these guys with a camp and without a camp is giant. It's like the difference between fighting at 40% and 100%.
I couldn't imagine.
It's crazy.
I mean, mentally, you'd have to, I don't know, how could you believe in yourself, That's
what Kamaru said. Kamaru said he kept wondering whether or not he had the gas to go.
Okay. Yeah.
He didn't know if he had the gas to, like, step on the gas. And at the end of the fight, he started tuning
He did.
Kamzat up.
He looked good in the third round. I was wishing that fight was 2 more rounds.
I wishing they just fucking figured out some shit for his knees.
Yeah.
If that guy didn't have bad knees, who's gonna touch him?
Yeah.
He was so good in his prime. God damn.
Especially when he got that power. At first he didn't have it. It didn't seem like he was, hardcore wrestling. But then, I mean, he hit Colby a couple times.
We stopped Colby, but
hard.
how when he knocked out Masvidal with one shot?
Yeah, that was brutal.
Power,
lights out.
Yeah, he's a real warrior, man.
Yeah,
but the thing that impresses me the most is his mind, the fact that he can overcome that pain. The fucking guy's in pain walking. It's like Goggins.
Yeah,
like people know now because we've talked about it. Goggins just got another fucking knee surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, his knees...
After Tony or before Tony?
Before Tony.
Yeah.
His knees are destroyed. They're destroyed. It's bone on bone. There's nothing going on there other than 2 bones banging into each other, and he's running thousands of miles. The doctor looked at David's knees, and he said, I don't understand how you could walk, never mind run 1,000 miles.
Right.
Like, how the fuck are you doing this? And it's just the mind.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with
Kamaru.
Kamaru. Kamaru just puts that shit aside.
How do you think that? What do you think about Tony training with David? What do you think it's going to do?
I don't know because we've never seen anybody train with David before.
Yeah.
Look, you could say on one hand, look, clearly when the two of them are training together, David's not struggling at all, and Tony is struggling. So there is definitely some ground to gain when it comes to endurance.
Yeah. Or
endurance
and mental strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
But endurance. It just Tony's. I mean, David's not even fucking tired. They're going side by side with each other. He's like, who's going to carry the boats? Like, he's not even fucking tired.
Yeah.
Because he can go for days. He could just go for days.
He's an endurance athlete. Yeah.
Right. There's without a doubt some benefit in that.
Yeah.
So look at the two of them are doing that, and they're doing the workouts together.
Yeah.
And David looks like he's like hanging out at fucking Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
You know, trying to pick up a chick. You know, like it's like, so what are you doing after this? You know what I mean? Like he looks.
Yeah.
like
Look
fucking,
at Tony standing up.
Tony's dying. Tony's dying.
I think he pukes here. One of these.
Yeah, he
one of
puked.
these videos.
I'm sure he puked a ton. But David said that Tony was the first guy to get through Hell Week with him,
Yeah.
which is incredible. So they're doing miles of lunges, miles. And David's doing all this. Look at his knees, destroyed knees.
Yeah.
And this is just a few weeks after another fucking surgery.
Yeah.
They opened up his knee like a fish and sewed that bitch back up together. I don't know what the fuck they did to it.
He's such a stud.
He's an animal. Just a fucking pure machine.
You know who hates him?
Who?
Weak men.
Yeah, weak men hate him. Weak men and jealous men and people who don't know him. He gets misunderstood, you know, unfortunately, by some people that I like.
Yeah.
They don't look into it hard enough. And then there's a natural inclination to try to find someone who's just excelling above and beyond everyone and find shortcomings in them, pick them apart, find something. Instead of just look at the message that guy's saying.
Right.
What is he saying? He's saying, take control. Take control. Use your fucking mind. Take control of your life and be better at everything. And you can do this. And I used to be a fat fuck and look at me now. That's a great message, man.
That is.
That
Anybody
message,
could use that.
I mean, that message resonates with me. It resonates with you. It resonates with all the people that we know. I mean, that is a fucking message and a half. And he's living it. He's not just saying it.
No.
He's living it.
Yeah, it's
I think he's a national treasure.
Oh, so do I. I mean, you have this quote I see it's been going around on Reels talking about, God, there's a certain set of men who that are just I can't remember how you say it. It's so good. I've been seeing people put it on their own Reels, but like they're just built for, I don't know if it's chaos or something. Do you remember this spiel you had?
I've said a lot of things.
Yes, I know. But it's like a good one that's really popular right now. But it describes people like David to a T.
Yeah.
And it's there's a certain group of men who a lot of people aren't going to understand.
Right.
Because it's so different. But to those people, it's like those are the national treasure. Those are the people. They're the beacon. It's like, okay, that's the goal.